My name is Travis Hellick. I live in New York City and I write and perform comedy. And during the day, I sit at a desk and look at a screen.
My name is Darren Miller. I am a comedian. During the day, I sit at my desk at home and look at a screen.
My name is Kevin Mead. I'm originally from Pauling, New York. I love comedy. I try to write and direct and produce comedy as much as possible, but what I really do is I sit and I pretend to work. We're about to do our first sketch comedy show at the UCB as a group. Our group is called Mike Duffy, and we've been working on the show for way longer than you should ever work on any single piece of creative material.
We write and perform sketch, and we do improv as well. We basically coordinate times as often as possible that we can all meet after work at night and either sneak into some sort of space or pay for space and put our heads together and do funny things.
There was about a year where the guy who ran the front desk at NYU Tisch was out to fucking stop us because he knew we weren't Tisch students.
Yeah.
But we kept getting in.
I think that's a good piece of advice. Always just find a way to do something that you want to do. Don't pay attention to protocol. Don't pay attention to rules or the law. Just do the thing you want to do.
Or like the number of hours that people say that you're supposed to sleep every day.
Yeah, don't sleep.
That's a big one.
If you're sleeping at all right now, you're doing something wrong.
We started doing stuff together in college. We would meet for 2 hours every single night, 4 days a week. And then when we moved to New York, we decided we wanted to keep a group going. Did a lot of shows at shitty theaters to nobody, where like our friends or other performers were the only people in the audience. And now we're here at the Upright Citizens Brigade Theater, which is arguably the best comedy theater in the world. I don't know what they have in Shanghai, so we'll say America, which is still a pretty cool thing to say.
Probably,
that we ever run it.
definitely
UCB.
in New York at least.
We've gone from World to New York.
Well, okay.
The best one in Chelsea. It's the best,
It's the best one
Chelsea.
in this neighborhood,
Yeah.
definitely. I would say definitely.
It's the best one underneath the grocery store.
It's the best one that we've performed in, that's for sure.
The stupidest show we ever performed at was that fire escape. We performed on a fire escape over a shitty museum deep
It was
in
like
Brooklyn.
on a roof, and the fire escape
like a
was
roof deck.
like 2.5 feet wide, and we did improv.
We did improv, and someone threw quarters at us.
Drunk guy was throwing quarters at us, and we worked with it.
When we were in college, though, we came to New York for the summers, and UCB was like, it was like the mecca of comedy. We discovered that UCB existed at the same time that like we discovered we all really wanted to pursue comedy as a thing that wasn't just a dumb thing in college.
And it was just like this thing that we knew existed in some sort of long distance. Like we never actually went, and then we went here in the summers and we were like, whoa, this thing exists.
I think the moment it clicked into me and even started to be surreal was we performed in this thing called the Del Close Marathon, and I remember being backstage in a line for beer, and I was maybe 21. I don't know. I don't want to get them in trouble, but I don't know if I was. Yeah, I was 21. Behind me in line was Brooke Shields, and in front of me in line was Horatio Sands, and I'm like, I got like a t-shirt on. I have like an Old Navy t-shirt on.
Everyone's sweaty.
You smell like cheeseburgers.
And it's just like everyone's in line for the free beer in a garage.
We used to stuff cheeseburgers in our backpacks so
Yeah,
we
from
could eat
McDonald's.
because we hadn't eaten and we were seeing so much comedy.
So when we started seeing shows here, it's a very inspirational experience to see people who they just like instantly become your heroes. You see them on stage and you're just like, this is incredible, I have to do this. And so we came here in the summers, we would go back to college and try to replicate what we saw, basically. And we just knew from that point forward that we were going to do whatever we could to try to make it onto this stage. So, I mean, once we moved to New York, which we knew we were going to do, we just started writing. Whatever we thought was funny, we wrote it down. We would practice improv, we would take classes.
I think if I learned anything over the 3 years that we've been here failing is that you have to fail.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't fail, you're bringing too many of your friends to all of your shows because nobody can fucking do it over and over again and always kill it and always feel like, yeah, I'm really, really good at this. Like, I still don't think we think we're really, really good at this. I just think if we didn't fuck up and lose and like hurt after shows, we would never know what it's like to do well. We would never know what it's like to be a group, really, because you can't bond with one another unless you hit bottom and then say, let's keep trying.